Have you ever found yourself scrolling through social media, feeling overwhelmed by the pressures of the modern world, and wondering why you can't just let things go, or honestly, caring a little less about every little detail? Well, you're in the right place. It's interesting to note that long before the challenges of the modern era, some wise folks known as the Stoics shaped their lives around principles that, believe it or not, have the potential to teach us the art of letting go. Surprisingly, this ancient wisdom can guide our steps in the midst of the smartphone era and the hustle and bustle of life. Right now, I'm going to introduce you to 10 Stoic principles, simple yet profoundly transformative. These principles are so refreshing that they can serve as an antidote to the chaos that pervades life in the 21st century. And hey, if you want to be the first to discover more pearls of wisdom like these, feel free to turn on notifications and subscribe. After all, what could be better than gaining a little more wisdom? I invite you, challenge you even, to take this step. Welcome to the enlightened world of Stoicism, where ancient wisdom meets the present and where we learn to maintain serenity and move forward. Let's do this. 1. Master what's within your control and let the rest follow its course. Consider this situation. It's a rainy Tuesday morning, you've just brewed the perfect cup of tea, and just as you're about to take the first sip, your cat knocks everything over. In the past, you might have been furious, blamed Whiskers, or even thought the universe was conspiring against you. However, a Stoic thought can shed some light. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. As the legendary Seneca said, "The truth is, things happen, tea spills, and cats are known for their mischief. What's truly under our control are our reactions. Instead of letting our mind paint a gloomy picture ahead, we can choose to laugh at the situation and make another cup of tea." The world will continue to present challenges, but the power of our reactions remains entirely within our control. So, the next time the Wi-Fi is acting up during a crucial video call, or the pizza arrives cold, take a deep breath. It's not the cold pizza that shakes us, but our interpretation of it. 2. Embrace the present. Marcus Aurelius once reflected, "Don't let the future disturb you, for you'll get there if you nurture the present." We're in the 21st century, with notifications chiming every second and our thoughts racing faster than our internet connection. Yet we often let the present moment slip away. Remember those days when you strolled through the park, but your mind was immersed in tomorrow's tasks? Or family gatherings where your thoughts wandered among past regrets? The Stoics teach us that today, the exact now, is a gift. So why waste it worrying about the past or the future? Being present doesn't just mean being attentive, but truly experiencing life, savoring meals, listening attentively to friends, and feeling the wind on your face. Free yourself from yesterday's regrets and tomorrow's anxieties. In life's tapestry, it's the small moments stitched together that define our happiness. 3. Embrace change as a natural course of life. Have you ever noticed how seasons change effortlessly? Winter frost melts to make way for spring's bloom. Yet when faced with life's changes, like a job switch, a breakup, or a change of scenery, we often resist. As Epictetus wisely said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react that makes the difference. Life is in constant flux, as fluid as a winding river. Fighting against the current is exhausting. Finding ways to flow with it is where true freedom resides. Life's intrinsic nature is evolution. Just as Rome wasn't built in a day, you too are a work of art in constant progress. Every change, every twist, adds a unique stroke to your journey. So, when you encounter an unexpected turn in the road, remember that it's all part of a grand plan. 4. Disconnect from the need for external validation. In today's world, with every like, share, and comment, we become increasingly dependent on external validation. However, consider the wisdom of Epictetus. Man is less concerned with real problems than with his imaginary anxieties about real problems. Isn't it strange that small icons on a screen have the power to dictate our mood? Stoicism encourages us to seek validation from within. Our self-worth shouldn't be measured by social media success, but by our values, actions, and character. The next time your post doesn't get the expected attention or someone makes an unpleasant comment, Remember that your value isn't subject to public voting. You are your own judge. 5. Recognize the natural cycles of life. Loss can be painful, whether it's saying goodbye to a favorite hoodie, a precious memory, or a loved one. However, as Marcus Aurelius pointed out, loss is nothing but a transformation, and transformation is one of nature's pleasures. In the vast ecosystem of existence, everything has its season. Trees shed their leaves only to see new buds emerge. Similarly, life brings endings and new beginnings, each with lessons to teach and shape. Instead of clinging to what is past, Stoicism invites us to appreciate the impermanence of life. It's an invitation to live deeply, love profoundly, and release gracefully, because with every sunset, a new dawn unfolds. 6. Seek growth in adversity. Who hasn't faced a challenge? Whether it's a difficult boss, an endless stack of bills, or the always late subway. It's easy to complain, to wish life were smoother, but Seneca once proclaimed that difficulties strengthen the mind, just as exercise strengthens the body. One can think of obstacles as soul training sessions in the gym of life. When challenges arise, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" we can ask ourselves, "What am I learning from this?" Every adversity carries a lesson, a potential for growth. It's just a matter of perspective. If the Stoics were here today, they'd probably say, "Face it head on." 7. Cultivate inner wealth. In an era of opulent Instagram feeds and constant displays of wealth, it's easy to associate happiness with material gains. However, Seneca observed that it's not the man who has very little, but the man who desires more, who is poor. True wealth doesn't lie in the latest gadgets or designer labels, but in the satisfaction of the soul, the richness of experiences, the treasure of memories. The Stoics remind us that while it's good to enjoy the luxuries of life, we shouldn't become slaves to them. Ultimately, it's the stories we build, not the possessions we accumulate, that truly hold value. 8. Understand and accept fate. I'm not saying you should blindly accept everything, but as Epictetus emphasized, don't demand that things happen the way you want, but wish for them to happen as they do. Life, with all its complexities, is an intersection of our efforts and the universe's plan. Sometimes, despite our best efforts, the outcome isn't in our favor. However, instead of being consumed by what didn't work out, Stoicism encourages us to embrace what is served to us. After all, the most engaging stories often emerge from unexpected twists. 9. Serve others. We live in a world full of opportunities to make a difference. As Seneca reminds us, we are all connected in a partnership. Stoicism is not just about personal growth, but also about the progress of the community. By helping others, we not only enrich their lives, but also add meaning to our own existence. Whether it's helping a neighbor, volunteering, or simply being there for a friend, every act of kindness resonates throughout the universe. Remember that it's not just about achieving individual success, but elevating others along the journey. 10. Reflect, review, and realign. The busy world doesn't always grant us breaks, but as Marcus Aurelius observed, the quality of our thoughts directly influences our happiness. Regular reflection is like a mirror to our soul. Taking a moment for introspection helps us identify our patterns, readjust our paths, and refresh our perspectives. It can be considered as a periodic system update for our life. Reflect on your actions, learn from obstacles, and celebrate small victories, because by understanding yourself, you pave the way for true contentment and peace. These 10 principles are not intended to promote insensitivity or distance, but to foster resilience, embrace the present moment, and lead a life of purpose and depth. As I conclude this enlightening journey through the halls of Stoicism, I can't help but reflect on how these centuries-old principles fit so well into our modern, frenetic existence. This only reinforces the idea that some truths are truly timeless, don't you think? Now, I have an intelligent challenge for all of you in the comments below. I would love for you to share which of these Stoic gems resonated most with you. Did Seneca's wisdom touch your soul? Or was it Marcus Aurelius who seemed to be your new confidant? Let's start this conversation to learn from each other. But before diving headfirst into the world armed with this new Stoic wisdom, I have a small request. If you truly found value in this journey, a bit of enlightenment, or simply enjoyed our time together, please consider subscribing, giving a big thumbs up to this video, and activating the notification bell. This isn't about vanity metrics. Oh no, but so we can continue this dance of wisdom sharing and growth. Life is a journey filled with challenges and surprises, but with the right mindset and a touch of Stoic seasoning, it can be a truly enchanting adventure. Here's to mastering the art of letting go and living with intention and enthusiasm. Until our next digital encounter, keep the flame of curiosity burning and the spirit of Stoicism alive.